Hello there, and welcome to my next video for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, in which I am going to be doing my first ever Gacha pull video, and we're going to be drawing on the Quistis Lost Chapter banner for her EX weapon. Now then, bit of a spoiler alert, I am going to be walking away with this EX weapon. There is no question about it, it's just a question of how many resources it's going to take, because this is the first of a series of weapons that I have saved up enough gems to get the guaranteed pull for. So, Quistis and I, in this game, like Kuja, we have a bit of a history, but unlike Kuja, it's not so much of a positive one. I remember when her 35 CP banner first came out, I heard quite a lot of hype about how good her turn delay ability was. So I decided to myself that I was going to pull for it whatever it took, which was extremely ill-advised, because not only does it mean that I have an incredibly high risk of power stones now, but I ended up wasting a lot of gems on that first banner, like a lot of them, as in maybe even towards 6 figures style of a lot of them. That was for a 35, mind you. That was back before the rate increase, when 35s were almost as rare as the X's are now. And to add insult to injury, I barely even used her, because like boss's HP around that time during the EX quests, like the global exclusive EXs we were getting, was just way too high, and it completely outstripped all of her turn delay utility, so it ended up being completely redundant, and I ended up using Sephiroth quite a lot, because I think it was like Sephiroth and King were the only DPSs alongside Saz who actually even stood a chance of being able to complete the stuff. So that was incredibly disappointing. And I also managed to MLB Vivi and Sarah off those draws as well. But when I pulled for Kuja, when I pulled for his EX weapon, it did not go very well for me at all. It took 337 tickets and I didn't get his EX, and I was feeling pretty salty. So I was like, okay, let's do a few gem draws. And a few turned into a few more, which turned into 50k. So all in all, it took me like over 300 tickets and then 50k gems on top of that. That's like 2/3 of the way towards pity. So that did a number on my stash. But you know, we've had quite a lot of content since then. I've completed everything. I've fully cleared and found everything I can, and I've bought some gems on top of that, at least for the costume pack. And yeah, we're back up to a reasonably healthy number. At least I have enough to get Quistis now, as well as Lena and Sephiroth later on. I'm not getting Rinoa, I'm getting Sephiroth. But in all honesty, I'm hoping to have enough left over to get Rinoa as well, and then I'll be back into saving mode. Maybe I'll just get Sarah, and then like take it from there. Anyway, so yeah, Quistis in this game is way too good for me to pass up. But reading some people's comments, like okay, let's dial it back a bit. In Final Fantasy VIII, in the original game, I didn't originally pay that much attention to Quistis the first time round when I played it. Like, she was in my main party, but she really drops off in the story after the first sort of sections of it. All of her character development is done up front quite a lot, I think. She just kind of fades into the background after that, which I think is a real shame, because a lot of the focus is on Squall and Rinoa. But the older I've got, and the more I've thought about the story, the more tragic I think it is that Quistis is so horribly overlooked in FF8's story. Because she's, you know, she's a seed, but she's like a child prodigy. She's like the youngest instructor in the garden. And thinking about it, she's the same age as all the students, but she's an instructor. So there's that wall there, because she has to be like an authority figure for everyone, and she has that kind of mature vibe about her, despite the fact that she's only like 18, you know. And it's like, even though she might as well be one of her fellow students, she's kind of set apart from them. So there's that barrier there. And like, I know for a fact she has feelings for Squall. Like the first section of the game where she ends up speaking to Squall in the garden, and he famously goes and tells her to talk to a wall, which, yeah, most of the time I give Squall a pass for being the way he is, but that really did get my back up a bit. when I saw that the first time. So she can't get through to Squall, and Rinoa comes in the picture and completely sort of overshadows her, and she just can't catch a break, man. Like that's just how I feel. Like she's really overlooked in the game itself. She must live quite a lonely life, you know, within the context of the game. That's why I always like to think after the end of the game that things get a lot better for her, because damn it, she deserves it. And part of me kind of feels that way a little bit in this game as well. Like, everyone knows how good she is going to be as a friend support, but not a lot of people, or not as many people, seem to understand just how good she's going to be as a kind of main party member. Because, you know, having an EX with Bart's level spam ability, having debuff auras, having her turn rate and speed rate debuffs, is going to control enemy turns like nobody's business without even having to use Degenerator Whip. And you know, her damage will be good for like a couple of months until she starts to drop off a bit. So needless to say, she is on my must-pull list, and she is going to be featuring again quite prominently in my videos going forwards, because there ain't nothing you can do to stop me, and I am quite looking forward to it. But I'm looking forward to drawing for her stuff, but I'm also filled with apprehension about it, because I could just well end up drawing 75k gems worth of Power Stones and limping to the G-Duck and store with my wounded pride between my legs. So yeah, let's stop delaying any longer, and let's find out what RNGesus has in store for us, shall we? Let's see what our fate is going to be. Oh boy, here we go. Draw number 1. Six. Okay. 8. 9. Change. 10. Oh, come on, just a +1, really? Okay, Sarah 15. Well, a thoroughly unimpressive draw for number 1, but that's fine. We take what we can get, we take our Power Stones, and we move on. Draw number 2. I've lost count already, is that 5? I think that's 7. Oh god, what the hell is all this bronze? Come on, give me something decent. Oh hell, it's gonna be another +1. Come on, Sarah, you did this to me last time. I don't need you to do this shit again. Another one, another 1 out of 11. This is fabulous. This is fabulous. We're off to a fantastic start. 2 Power Stones for 10k gems. Just what I always wanted. That loading sign in the bottom right hand corner, it friggin' lies, man. You think it's gonna be something good and it just turns into trash. Okay, draw number 3. Give me something good, please. Do not make me go all the way. I will if I have to, but it doesn't mean I want to. Oh come on, what the hell is this? Okay, okay. Yes! Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, we are done here. Oh, that is so good. 15k gems, 3 draws, and we are done. Oh, that feels so fucking amazing. Ah, that seriously put me back on track after Kuja. That means I'm probably going to be able to go in for Rino as well. Oh, that feels so good. I'm so happy with that. Okay, well, this has been a success, and it turns out that recording my draws don't jinx me after all. So, that being said, I will wish all of you the best of luck with your pulls, if you plan on doing any, if you've yet to do them. If you're going, I'll wish you the best of luck with your draws in the future, and I will see you in the next video, which will be putting this weapon to some very good use. Until that time, I'll catch you later. Cheers.